Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another discussion video, because there's something I want to talk about. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up too high, but I realized something while streaming last night, and it's that The Sims 4 is turning 6 years old next week. It's so weird. It feels like it just suddenly came up out of nowhere. But next Wednesday, September 2nd, that will mark exactly 6 years since the base game launch. The reason that I don't want to get anyone's hopes up too high is because typically we do receive a major update when we do hit those anniversary dates for the game. Just last year, we actually got a pretty decent update in my opinion, because we got configurable stairs after going all those years without being able to have any alternate form of stairs. I'm not really counting the elevators in this one, since they are restricted to San Myshuno, and they're basically glorified teleporters anyways. Not like they were in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. They also did add some Middle Eastern themed content, as well as some furniture and build mode things that were revolved around just having a patio party. It already was extremely likely that we're going to get a free update next week, because the week after is when we're going to get the recently announced Star Wars Journey to Batuu game pack. But now it makes me think that there is going to be some sort of content that could fit into the patch that's not just maybe like setting up for the new game pack and fixing a few bugs here and there. Maybe there actually could be some content thrown into this update that will appeal to people who don't even want the pack, and well, I mean, that would have already been good regardless of the anniversary, but it does give me more hope that something could happen. If they were to put in improved babies, then this would be a really great time to do it. It would be a great time to just put in any of the things, really, that people have been asking for that would realistically fit into a free update. I know there has been some speculation that we are going to be getting the fixed skin tones and new skin tones that SimGuru Lindsay confirmed that they were working on some weeks ago, but I feel like it is too early. I don't feel like we're gonna get them that soon. Sure, there is a chance that those fixes were already in development even before she officially announced that they were going to be a thing, but it's still, my gut still says that we're gonna not get them until late September or sometime in October. If this Star Wars game pack was coming out late September, then sure, maybe there would be a chance that we get the skin tones before then. But otherwise, I'm not really feeling it. I think we'll have to wait just a bit longer for those. So I think it could be something else instead of the skin tones, but hopefully something that we are asking for. It's just so crazy that the game is going to turn 6 next week, and there's still quite a few things that were in the previous games that are considered essentials that we still don't have. Actually, now that I think about it, the last really big NPC that is normally in the base game that we still don't have now are burglars. And I guess just the police officers to kind of go with them, even though they sort of exist if you have Get to Work, but not in the context of arresting burglars. And we did finally get firefighters just before Eco Lifestyle. Along with 2020 being the 20th anniversary of the Sims franchise, it would make so much sense to bring back the last really iconic base game NPC into The Sims 4. I mean, I know there is the whole Justice for Bonehilda thing, but Bonehilda actually came with The Sims 1 Makin' Magic, so she's more of an add-on NPC. I guess I wouldn't mind her returning eventually, but I consider the burglars a lot more important. Plus, there's been so many complaints about how The Sims 4 is too easy and that doesn't have enough challenge and not enough drama that can really push back on you as you're playing and have some like just random unexpected events. And well, Bonehilda makes the game easier, not harder. I'm sorry, but I would rather have some more crime in the game, and you could even expand upon it with the lot tray system. So if you don't want burglars to come into your game so often, like say in The Sims 1, because I think I was almost always robbed on the first night my Sims moved in. So if I wanted like Sims 1 level frequency of robberies, then I could have a high crime lot trait at my current lots, and then I could also have a low crime trait if I want it to be extremely rare like it was in the later games. Okay, so everything up until this point was recorded last night, but now today I have even more reason to think that something big is around the corner. Firstly, SimGuru Frost is still being coy about what his Twitter name is all about. We assumed it was for the Star Wars game pack, but that looks like it's not the case because I saw this tweet from Gemini Ginger saying, so what are you still redacted about, SimGuru Frost? Yes, that is quite mysterious. I mean, if you were going to hint at the game pack, that is one thing, but to say that you're still redacted after the announcement, well, that has to be a hint, right? It just seems a little too much for it not to be. The only thing I can think of that's not necessarily a hint towards any other content outside of Journey to Batuu is that he's still deciding as to whether he's going to be on the First Order side or the Resistance side or with the smugglers, but I feel like that is pretty unlikely. Also, I don't think this has anything to do with Expansion Pack 10, which I think is coming out in November. I think it's too early to be redacted about that in a Twitter username. I think it is going to be about something that is coming out very soon. We do have one possible clue as to what could be coming in next week's update, because Maxis Match CC World, I highly recommend you follow them if you don't already, if you love Maxis Match custom content. But anyways, they say, is this one window or can we place two windows on one tile now? I did notice this in the trailer, but I wasn't quite sure if maybe the angle just kind of made it look like as if they were on the same tile, or maybe they could be one object, but they look like two separate objects, kind of like how in fitness stuff, there's that shelf that I mentioned from time to time where it's two shelves, but it's one object, and that bugs me. But yeah, maybe it could be another case like that. But I think maybe it could be an actual update that could allow the windows to be stackable. There was even that Future Cube hint that was hinting at stacking things, and I was really hoping that it would be about bunk beds, and I still am, but maybe it could be about stackable windows. Even though it is possible to place windows that are on top of each other on the same floor, you do have a visual glitch, so it doesn't work super well, but you can still do it. But maybe this upcoming update could fix that. Though I don't think this is a big enough deal on its own, and I hope that there would be something not just related to build mode in the update, because I feel like build mode is getting a lot more love than the other aspects of the game when it comes to the free updates. As much as I would love spiral stairs and elevators that actually do have animations, along with elevator woohoo being brought back, I think build mode is the part of the game that needs improvement the least. I think we could use more improvements for Create a Sim as well as live mode, and thank goodness we do already have that confirmation that we are going to get fixed skin tones and more skin tones and have updated hair as well. But The Sims could use more personality. I've been saying that for a while now. The Sims could use more improvements, so I hope that we could get that sometime this fall. But going back to SimGuru Frost's still redacted name, I think that would be hinting at something bigger than an update for Windows. It could be something really big, like cars or improved babies or burglars, but it could also be a combination of smaller things. Maybe we could be getting another empty world like Newcrest, because I highly doubt we are getting Create a World now. So at least having another empty world could help quite a lot, especially if it did have as many lots as Newcrest, and if it had a 64 by 64 lot, because I don't think we've got one of those in quite a while. And maybe we could be still getting more cultural content like we did last year. Maybe it could be focusing on a different culture that's not very well represented in the game yet. And maybe just another idea, they could be updating the gallery. One thing I've wanted for a very long time is to be able to take our own thumbnails in-game, because especially for builders, there's just some really annoying angles that you can get depending on the lot that you're building on, where like lampposts can be in the way, or if you're like building on one of the apartment rooftops in San Myshuno, then it can just be a really unflattering angle that doesn't show the lot at all. It's just so bad, and that really needs to be updated. And if they're planning to do more spark challenges on the gallery, which I'm pretty sure they are, then that would be a really good reason to give us that ability. Whatever the update ends up being though, I hope it's better than what we got for the 20th anniversary of the whole franchise back in February. No, I don't want to talk about that again. It feels like the update that we got in June right before Eco Lifestyle was meant to be that, because there was way more cool stuff going on. So while in the end I feel like I would be risking disappointment by hoping for a really massive update this week, I think there is something to look forward to besides more news about the Star Wars Journey to Batuu game pack. So feel free to let me know what you think could be happening this coming week, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralive, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!